So I guess they had to wake up about as early as we had to.
Yeah,
you
probably.
know who else had to wake up early? Is Craig Crawford.
Oh, Craigie.
Craig Crawford, how you doing? Congressional Quarterly's own Craig Crawford with us now. How are you, Craig?
Morning, Joe.
Oh, he's
wearing the Scorpion today.
The Scorpion returns.
Yeah, Willie has a question for you. He says he's not an expert at this political thing, but he thinks there's some things you do say to audiences and some things you don't say to audiences. If you're a candidate, why?
I think this is just a guess. This is just me shooting from the hip here. I think one of the things you don't say is, if we don't win Iowa, we're dead, which is basically what Michelle Obama said the other day.
Yeah, I think Michelle, they were backpedaling from that pretty fast afterwards. But, you know, sometimes people tell the truth, you know, and I think that may be the case. His campaign's in bad enough shape that he'll need an early victory to take on Hillary.
And let's put up that quote again. I mean, the money line from this quote is, if Barack doesn't win Iowa, then it's just a dream. It's like that season on Dallas.
Okay, maybe we ought to have heard all of her comments.
Well, come on, Mika.
Well,
I hate when you bring context.
We need a little context.
Well, on the debate the other night, I just had the feeling that Obama fever broke that night. I never really got Obama fever.
Okay, there's still time. There's still time.
Craig, can I ask one question, Craig?
Yeah, go ahead.
Were you surprised that Obama didn't go after Hillary tougher the other night at that debate? What's he waiting for, I guess?
I had a feeling that he might back up. There were a lot of predictions that he would, but we've heard this before several times that he was going to go after, but then backed off. He went after a little bit, but probably not enough to do much good. I mean, I don't understand why these Democrats all along, until recently, in John Edwards' case at least, they've just pretended that Hillary isn't there, and they're not going to beat her that way.
Yeah. Hey, Craig, back to what Michelle Obama said, Iowa will make the difference. If Barack doesn't win Iowa, it's just a dream. If we win Iowa, then we can move the world as it should be. What are his chances in Iowa?
Well, it's a tight pack in the polls. I don't think Iowa is the one state where Hillary doesn't have a runaway lead pretty much in the key states. So it is in the hunt for them. Except John Edwards is in their way. You know, the only real contest right now on the Democratic side is for second place, John Edwards and Obama. So that's going to be the test. Who's the main alternative to Hillary will be one of the tests in Iowa. And so I would say at the very least Obama does need to beat Edwards to stay in the game, and it would help him a lot to beat Hillary.
Craig, let's not be politically correct here. Let's pretend that we're not from Washington or New York, and instead we're a political strategist from Middle America advising top Republican candidates. Why would you advise your candidate to stay away from a debate run by African Americans?
Yeah, I just don't understand. I know these campaigns have gotten frustrated, Joe, with so many events, so many forums and joint appearances and debates, but this was not the one to pick as the one you skip for Republicans. They have enough problems. But on the other hand, if you want to be not politically correct, I mean, Republicans don't win black votes, so they just don't even try.
Well, and also, George Bush and other Republican candidates have gone to the NAACP meetings and basically been called the white devil. But it seems to me that if the Republicans want to get around that, they need to start engaging. They need to explain that they actually are sensitive to people of color. And right now, you get 6-7% of the vote. It seems to me there's a reason why there's animosity toward the Republican Party from people of color, and I just don't understand the logic of running away from these type of forums.
Well, the old-fashioned rule of politics is you got to ask for their votes. You got to ask for if you're going to campaign for votes, you got to ask people to vote for you, and so you're never going to win if you don't even show up and ask for their vote. Yeah.